Hello fellow citizens of Logdom. Today is Sunday, August 8th, and right now it's about 9:34 p.m. Zach was over here a little earlier and I took him home, and then I had sort of forgot to mow the yard earlier, so I was doing that out in the dark. So that's done now, so it was a interesting experience. Tomorrow, actually, I have band, first day of band camp at 9 a.m. And, well, actually, the first day was supposed to be last Friday, but I had to work that day, so I did not go. So tomorrow will be my first day. And, Steven, to answer your question from last week, we do actually have a few band traditions. On the last day of band camp, we do freshman initiation, where we take the freshmen all out onto the practice field where we do our marching and stuff. And we have like just 5-gallon buckets just filled with water balloons. And we pretty much just pelt the freshmen with water balloons. So that's to answer your question. Yes, that's one of the few band traditions we have. I can't really think of any off the top of my head right now. I can't really think of any others. So, and then after band tomorrow, I have a doctor's appointment at 11. Band runs from 9 to 12, and since my doctor's appointment is at 11, I'll have to leave a little bit early from band. And what I'm actually going to the doctor for is allergy testing, and so they'll put little bits of bacteria on razor blades and slit my back with the blades and see if the cuts react, I guess, or something. And if they do, I'm slightly allergic to whatever that bacteria or substance was, I guess. Not really sure how it works. I don't really feel too comfortable with a doctor slicing a bunch of gashes in my back, so I mean, I'm sure it's not as bad as it sounds, but it just doesn't really sound that pleasant to me. And it doesn't really help that I don't really care for doctors anyway, and I do pretty much everything I can to avoid them when it's not absolutely necessary. For example, one time I was putting away dishes, and I had a steak knife in my hand, and I sneezed. And every time I sneeze, I always bring my arm up like this to sneeze into my arm so it doesn't go flying everywhere and on everybody. So I had this knife in my hand, and just subconsciously, not even meaning to, I sneezed and brought my arm up, and the knife went into my arm, and I'm not sure if you can see it that well on the camera. There's a scar right there from where the blade went in, and it was pretty deep, and I didn't want to go do stitches at the doctor, and so I did stitches myself. And they're actually kind of good. I just took a sewing needle and black thread and did about 3 stitches, so not sure how sanitary that was, but it worked out fine. And I know I'm running over a little bit more than 3 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. But before I go, I don't specifically have a question for you, Steven. It's more towards all of you. I was thinking maybe the last week in every month, everyone would wear something silly or something just to make our videos a little bit more interesting. So I don't know if it'd be like a silly hat day or something. I don't know, silly hat week or something. Just anything. I'm just trying to think of stuff to make so the videos have a little bit more flair to them. Just trying to keep things original and fresh. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd want to do, I think that maybe the last week in every month we should do something special. So I guess guys, just get back to me on that. And Steven, I'll see you tomorrow, and have a good night.